Hello YouTube, Boysays here, and today I will be discussing the top 4 comps that are performing best so far based on my experience on TFT set 4. Those are obviously subject to change because it's on PB and there is going to be a lot of changes when it goes live. So this is my experience from day 1 and 2 of playing TFT set 4. Those comps are the ones that got the most top 4 and top 1 in all my lobbies. And I just wanted to share with you guys what my experience was like. Let me know down below what comp you tried and were successful with. But here it goes. So the first comp is 6 warlords or 9 if you can get them. Really strong. Overall, it's basically, I feel it's a better cybernetics personally. You can have either Azir or your Katarina Akari. I prefer Katarina because you can find her earlier and 3-star her pretty easily. There's so many good items on her. I really like the blue buff just because she has a really large mana pool, because when she ults, she kills. Like, she kills. Alright, so you don't really need that much more damage, to be honest. What you can do is decrease the magic resist of everybody with Ionic Spark and maybe have a Gunblade or maybe even a Guardian Angel to make sure she can ult maybe twice in a fight and that should win the fight instantly. Akari is here for the Assassin Ninja trait to help with the critical strike and doing more damage. And yeah, like very strong overall. It's one of the best top 4 comps. It is great for top 1 if you can get the Chosen Katarina Warlord and go to 9, as it will give everybody 700 HP and 70 spell power, which is insane if you can get it. This is, if you can go 9, it's definitely a top 1 composition. Really strong. I'm pretty sure it's going to be nerfed before it goes live. All those comps should be nerfed before it go live. Then there is Coldest. So there are many variations of Coldest. I do not know which one is best yet. However, it seems that either Jhin carry with something like Infinity Age Last Whisper or Kalista with Giant Slayer, Rageblade, Runant are the best carries for this composition. It's basically depending on what items you get. If you get the items for Kalista, meaning a lot of bows, you can go for Duelist. If you get the gloves and swords for Infinity Age, then I suggest you go for Sharpshooter instead. The Galio at 6 is big enough to tank a lot of damage to give more time for your Kalista engine to kill everything. Of course, again, if you can go 9 Coldest, it's almost a top 2 guarantee, not top 1 usually, but top 2 pretty sure. It's just having a hard time doing enough damage. Especially if your damage is all physical. You can add another Mystic after the Zillion to make sure you are good with all the magical damage. But overall, this is a great top 4 composition. If you can get it to 9 with the Chosen, it's a great top 2. And then there is 6 mages. So, this is so far my favorite comp to play. It is really fun and it's also really strong. I posted a video already on it, and the amount of damage that Akari does at 6 mages is actually insane. Like 1800 damage AoE casted twice kills almost the entire board. Okay, so really strong. There are, I'm sure, better variations of this. The main is like 6 mages. There's also the possibility, if you do get Vega early, to make him the carry and trying to 3-star him. So in both carries you need blue buff anyways. Then you can have something like Rabadon or Drew Gauntlet, just to make sure he kills. If you get Veigar early, you will see that in a late game, when he is double casting, is basically double killing everything. I mean, I've seen ults of him that are doing 3000 damage in the late game, so it just executes people. And he went through also 2 Mystics, 4 Mystics, Dragon Claw, which is to me absolutely insane. That's the most magic resist that you can have, and it still executes them in the very late game with the maximum AP. So really, really strong. I do not know which carry will be best yet, Airy or Vegard, but those are two really good carries. I guess it depends if you get Vegard early or not, because if it's too late in a late game, then it's not really worth it. But really, really strong. It's actually 3 mages is also really strong in the early game. You can actually win streak with this. So yeah, something to watch out for if it goes out of proportion. If you don't have Mystic, this is killing your entire board in 2 hordes, or this is gonna just execute people left and right. And then I want to talk about the best, like the most broken comp, and this will be hotfixed tomorrow, like it's 100% sure. So I don't think it will be the most broken thing when it goes live. But as of day 1 and day 2, like, it's almost a guaranteed top 1 if you get it online and 2-star your units, which is insane. And this is it. So, I actually just saw a video of Delicious Cheji, which is a really, really good player, a professional player that just made a video about this right before I wanted to talk about it. So I discovered it first. In my Diamond Plus lobbies, and apparently it's confirmed by Challenger Plus. It's doing really well too, so I'm happy that we saw it really quickly. But this is like the most broken comp that you can play right now. It does everything so well. So the reason why it's working so well is because you have 4 Mystics, right? Because Shen is a Mystic, so you have 4 Mystics. So everything has 100 magic resist. So your Airy and Veigar are gonna take a lot of time to execute people. Then you have Adept, which reduces the attack speed of everyone by 3 seconds. At the end of the combat, meaning the Veigar doesn't have time to ult, anything like that. Plus the area is gonna disarm them anyway, so they can't gain any mana, which to me is insane. And then there is, just in case, Dazzler, where you have even reduced their attack damage. So you're resisting with 4 Mystics against every magical damage. Anything that's physical damage, it has minus 50% attack speed and minus 70% attack damage. Basically, they can kill you, right? And by the time they can kill you, you have to kill them with either Talon, Morgana, and everything that you have. So this is the strong point of this composition. However, that is not the strongest. Why? Because you can substitute the Morgana for Ezreal and put her items on him, and we start killing everything and heal your allies, which is insane. Talon here, you can also substitute him for anything that you want, right? You can maybe have a Yon to have 3 Adept as well. That can work. You can even get a Lee Sin. It's up to you, right? What you need is the 4 Mystics, the Dazzler, and the Adept. That's what you need. This is the core of this composition. So if you want to play it like on PB right now, you should. This should almost guarantee you a top 1. If you get it online and you get your legendaries online, it is the strongest comp. I mean, I've played it 2 times. It was 2 times the first with 50 plus HP. So it wasn't even close. It is doing well in Diamond Plus lobbies. It's doing well in Challenger lobbies, as Delicious Mix said. There is a few hot fixes happening tomorrow on PB, so I suspect this is the first comp that will be nerfed. But if you're not try it today, this is it, guys. This is the comp to go for. You just counter everything. They don't kill you, and you kill them slowly with Ezreal, Cassiopeia, and everything that you have. And that is it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments what is your favorite comp of TFT set 4, and I will see you guys next time.